pencil and rough copy also with you to make the structures with me. Okay, because in these chapters the structure making is really important. Okay, so I suggest you to always draw them with me. Okay, during explanation also. Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Okay, so for the covalent bonding, in the previous lecture, I gave you the introduction of it. So we studied the introduction of covalent bonding, and we did some simple examples like hydrogen molecule, H2 gas, how H2 hydrogen atoms share the electrons, and how hydrogen and chlorine share electrons to complete their shells. Okay, and I gave you the concept of shared pair of electrons and lone pair of electrons. Now we will study the structure which is mentioned in the book. So on the same page, page 84, there is the mention of methane gas. Okay, methane. Shared, see this yellow line, yellow box. Shared pair of electrons form covalent bonds between non-metal atoms. Okay, so the bond is between non-metals that we all know. Okay, let's look at the smallest hydrocarbon, methane. So this hydrocarbon, okay, hydrocarbon, as I told you during the introduction also, that hydrocarbon, it's a group of compounds which contains only, do you remember?
Which only contains carbon and hydrogen.
Yes, which only contains carbon and hydrogen. So it's a group of compounds containing only carbon and hydrogen. Okay, you can see the name is indicating it's hydrocarbon. So hydro is from hydrogen and then carbon, so it means only carbon and hydrogen are present. Okay, it's a group, whole series of compounds. Okay, and we will study this group, hydrocarbon, in second term. Okay, we have a whole chapter, products from oil. So in that chapter we will study about hydrocarbons. Okay, so the first member of hydrocarbon is methane. Okay, the first member, the simplest first member, and the simplest compound, okay, simplest compound is called methane. Methane, it's a gas. Okay, methane gas, and its formula is CH4, one carbon and four hydrogens. Okay, methane gas, it has another name. It is called natural gas. Okay, commonly it is known as natural gas, and it is the gas which we use for cooking, which is the gas which is present in cylinders. Okay, right, in Pakistan we use the gas which comes from the pipe, the natural gas. Okay, but here we use cylinders, gas cylinders, right, in our kitchen for cooking. So in those gas cylinders there is natural gas, methane gas present. Okay, so in your cylinders, in kitchen cylinder, there is methane gas present. Okay, and we take it out and use it for burning. Now we will draw the structure of this methane gas, because as you can see, there is carbon and hydrogen, and both of them are non-metals. So there must be covalent bonding between them. Okay, now see how it is formed. Turn off your mic, beta.
Teacher, carbon is a metal.
Hmm. And yeah, no, carbon is a non-metal. Carbon and hydrogen, both of them are non-metals. Okay,
So
covalent
teach.
bond.
Okay, teacher.
Yeah, covalent bond is present between non-metals. Okay, only non-metals. So no metal is present in covalent bonding. Always remember. Okay, if there is a metal and a
Yes.
metal, so it means it's ionic. Okay. Now, how this methane gas is formed? There is one carbon. Carbon has total 6 electrons. Okay, total 6
Teacher,
electrons.
methane is also a non-metal, right?
Methane is a compound, beta. Carbon and hydrogen are non-metals. Okay, methane is a compound. Okay, so it has 6 electrons and 2 will come in first shell and 4 in the second shell. Okay, how many electrons carbon needs to be completed, to complete the second shell?
4.
Very good, 4 electrons. Okay, carbon has 4 electrons already present and it needs 4 more electrons to complete its second shell. Okay, now let's come to the hydrogen. Hydrogen has 1 electron and it also needs 1 electron to complete its second shell. Okay, and you can see from the formula that there are 4 hydrogens. So there is 1 carbon and 4 hydrogens present. Okay, like this, 4 hydrogens. Now let's complete it. Let's make the structure. Carbon in the middle. Okay, I'm not making the inner shell because it's already complete. Okay, I'm not making carbon's first shell, it's complete. So only the last shell I'm making. Okay, this is the second shell of carbon. Okay, and 4 hydrogens, they will come and their shells will overlap. Like previously we saw that in covalent bonding, the shells overlap. Okay,
Teacher,
now
in this methane gas, the C is the carbon and H is the hydrogen, right?
yes. Okay, so these are the shells and overlap structure. Now we will make the electrons and how they are shared. Do you remember the first point that I told you before, that you have to keep in mind the 2 points before making the structure? In the last class I told you 2 points. If you have noted, let me show you.
Miss, yes, miss, the 2 points. 1
Hmm.
electrons needed is equal to electrons shared.
Hmm. And what
And
is the
number
second?
2, the number of electrons, the number of electrons is one non-metal sharing number of electrons other non-metal.
Will share, yes. Okay, see this slide, hydrogen gas. I told you about 2 points, that you should keep these 2 points in mind before drawing the covalent bonding diagram. Okay, so the first point is that number of electrons needed means the electrons they need to complete their shell will be equal to the number of electrons they share. So if they need 1 electron, they will share also 1 electron. Okay, if they need 2 electrons, they will share 2 electrons. If they need 4, they will share 4 electrons. Okay, and the second point is that if hydrogen is sharing 1 electron, then other hydrogen will also share its 1 electron, same number. Okay, equality. And if for example, if one friend is sharing her lunch, the other friend will also share its lunch. Okay, one sandwich. So it's equality. So keep these 2 points in mind and see. The first point, the electrons needed is equal to shared. Okay, so see each hydrogen, how many electrons each hydrogen need to get completed? There are 4 hydrogens, all of them are having 1 electron. So how many electrons each hydrogen needs?
1.
1. Very simple. They already have 1 electron. So each hydrogen needs 1 electron. Okay, so I'm drawing here. Each hydrogen needs 1 electron, so they will share also 1 electron. So in the shared area, I'm making 1 electron of hydrogen. So hydrogen is sharing 1 electron with carbon. Okay. Now the second point is that electrons, number of electrons, 1 atom is sharing, one atom shares is equal to the electrons other atom will share. Other atom will share. Okay, so see in this diagram, hydrogen is sharing its one electron with carbon. Okay, so carbon will also share its one electron with each hydrogen. Okay, so here carbon is sharing one electron because this hydrogen is also sharing one. Okay, again with second hydrogen also, second hydrogen is sharing one electron, so carbon will also share its one. Okay, and same with all of the hydrogens. Okay, so carbon is also sharing its 4 electrons. So see, carbon's point number 1 is also complete. Carbon needed 4 electrons to complete, and it is sharing also 4 electrons, one with each hydrogen. Okay, so now in this way you can see each hydrogen is having two electrons. Yeah, so all hydrogens are complete with 2 electrons because they needed one more electron which carbon has shared with them. Okay, so each hydrogen is also complete, and if you see carbon, okay, carbon is also complete. 4 of the electrons it already have, okay, and 4 electrons from each hydrogen, one from each hydrogen. Did you get it?
Yes, miss.
Any confusion, Rita? Any problem
No, miss.
with any student? When I checked the copies of some girls of 7A and 7B, I saw like they're in their dot and cross diagram. I noticed it that they're just confused in when to use circles and when to use cross. Okay, so like in ionic bonding diagram, just indicate the electrons of one element with cross or with circles. Okay, or with dot, and the other one with cross. Okay, use cross for the others to indicate the difference, and when this one dot is transferred from here to here, then you will use dot over here on the other side also. Okay, so just make sure to make the diagrams like this, dot and cross. Okay, so methane is like this, carbon in the middle and dash, there are 4 bonds, so it's indicating 4 covalent bonds. Carbon is making 4 covalent bonds with hydrogen. Okay, because there are 4 hydrogens, so carbon in the middle and 4 hydrogens on 4 sides. Okay, and this dash is indicating a covalent bond. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, miss.
Okay, now let's move on. Okay, let's see the book. Look at the smallest hydrocarbon, methane. Its formula is CH4. Okay, so this is carbon structure. Okay, they simple drew the carbon atomic structure, and this is hydrogen. Okay, carbon has 4 electrons in its outer shell. It needs to gain 4 electrons to get the stable configuration of neon. Okay, and on the other side, hydrogen has just 1 electron. If it can gain one more electron, it will attain the stable configuration, stable electronic structure of helium. Okay, so for carbon, as I told you,
Teacher?
Yes.
Teacher, what does this first membrane mean?
Which one?
Teacher, from where you wrote first membrane, simplest methane gas. What does that mean?
It's not membrane, it's member. Sorry, first member. Thank you for pointing
Okay,
out.
teacher.
It's first member, the simplest member or the simplest compound of the hydrocarbon group is methane. Okay, so carbon is C4. If it gains 4 electrons, it becomes 2,4. Okay, and sorry, 2,8. And 2,8 is the configuration of neon, the noble gas. So it's stable. Okay, and hydrogen, after gaining 1 electron, it becomes 2. And 2 is the configuration of helium, which is also stable. Okay, so all of the elements, they transfer electrons or share electrons to get the configuration of the noble gases. They will not become noble gases. It will still remain carbon and still remain hydrogen. Yeah, they want to be like
From where did you get 2 and 2,8?
after bonding with a, when it bonds, it will get 4 more electrons now from hydrogen, each one from each hydrogen, right? So its configuration will become 2,8. Okay, one carbon atom and 4 hydrogen atoms overlap like this. Count the electrons in the outer shell of each carbon and hydrogen atom in methane. Does each atom have the electronic structure of a noble gas after bonding? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, after bonding, they attain the configuration of the noble gas. Okay, yes. Can you see that the carbon now has 8 electrons in its outer shell after bonding? See the structure here?
Teacher, I don't get like how carbon got to 8 and how hydrogen got to, because
Beta, see the previous diagram. See this diagram which I drew. They share the electrons, right? They're sharing the electrons. So these crosses, red crosses, they are representing carbon electrons. So previously they were 4, right? 2 and 4 was the configuration of carbon. So it had 4 electrons in its outer shell, which are indicated by these red crosses, and one electron of hydrogen, these green dots. Okay, each hydrogen is sharing their one electron with carbon.
okay, thank you.
So now it becomes 8. It will become 8 because carbon will all will get it, right, from hydrogen, because it's sharing. And for hydrogen also, each hydrogen has its one electron, which is indicated by dot. Okay, and the carbon is sharing its one electron with each hydrogen. So carbon, each hydrogen will also become 2. Okay, it gets 2 electrons. Previously it had 1, now 2 in each hydrogen. Okay, so this is the after bonding picture, dot and cross diagram for covalent bonding. Get it now? Okay, how many electrons does each hydrogen have? After bonding, each hydrogen have how many electrons?
2.
Very good, 2. Is hydrogen stable with the arrangement of electrons, with this arrangement? Is it stable?
Miss?
Yes, it's stable. Yes, Peter?
Miss, can you do the submission date of our copy work till Saturday? Yes, Miss, please, till Saturday.
Till Saturday?
Because I'll
Okay.
be busy on Friday and today.
Okay, but Saturday last, okay?
Thank you, Miss, so much. Yes, Saturday last.
Teacher,
And the girls who are coming
the
on
copy
campus,
work of the chapter 5, right?
yeah, chapter 5.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, and the girls who are coming on campus, please submit me on Sunday or Monday. Okay, Sunday, Monday.
Teacher, I already submitted my copy work.
Copy work, chapter 5, question answers. Okay, submit me please,
Yes,
because
teacher, I
after
submitted
Monday,
it.
yeah, after Monday I will start writing no submission or late submission on your OneNote. Okay. It is electrostatic attraction between the pairs of electrons and the carbon and hydrogen nuclei that hold the atoms together in the molecules. Okay, this paragraph is very important. Okay, because this paragraph is telling us about what is that force which is holding the atoms together in a covalent bond. Okay, the force. So in that one, in ionic bonding, we saw that there are positive and negative charges, right? Positive and negative charges, but there are no positive and negative in covalent bond. In ionic bonding, listen carefully. In ionic bonding, there is positive ion and negative ion. So the attraction between the unlike charges, this is the force of attraction which is holding the particles together. Okay, because of this attraction, the compound stays
Yes.
together. Okay, this force of attraction between positive and negative charge. But in covalent bond, you can see there is no positive and negative charges. Okay, so which force is holding them together? It's written over here. Okay, that it is the electrostatic attraction between the pairs of electrons. Okay, between the electrons, writing here, between the
So Miss means in covalent bond there are no negative or positive, they're just neutral.
yeah, they're just neutral, they're just sharing, so no charges. Okay, between the pairs of electrons and the carbon and hydrogen nuclei. Okay, nuclei is a plural of nucleus that holds the atoms together.
Teacher, can you explain this paragraph again? I don't understand.
I'm just explaining, beta. I'm explaining. Listen. Okay, attraction between the pairs of electrons and the carbon hydrogen nuclei means the attraction between the electrons and the nucleus. Okay, electrons and the nucleus, the attraction between them is holding the atoms together in the covalent bond. The attraction between the positive and negative charge, this attraction is responsible for ionic compounds. Okay, and the attraction between electrons and nucleus, this attraction is responsible for the covalent compound, in the covalent compounds, holding them together. Okay, because there must be something like in friendship also, for in a group of girls, there must be some bonding or some attraction, okay, or some common thing which is holding the friends together. Okay, so similarly, the force of attraction which is holding the atoms together in the covalent compound is the attraction between electrons and nucleus. Okay, nucleus which is present in the center and the electrons which are present outside. So this is the attraction between them, between the nucleus and the electrons. This attraction is holding them. Okay, so this attraction, which is the covalent bond, only operates between the pairs of nuclei. Okay, but this line is just for like it's added. The main thing is this. Okay, the main answer that the force of the electrostatic attraction between the electrons and the nuclei, they are holding the atoms together in covalent bond. Now on page 85, see this is same molecule, methane, but it's ball and stick diagram. Okay, same molecule which we drew, carbon in the middle, and on the sides we have hydrogen, 4 hydrogens. Okay, now we will draw its ball and stick diagram. That carbon will be in the middle. Okay, you can just color it any. Okay, so suppose this is black in color, and then you will use another color, blue, for hydrogen. Okay, for balls of hydrogen. And then connect them with the stick. Okay, this is a stick between them. Okay, so and label it when if it comes. So these blue balls, they are carbon atoms. Carbon atoms. Black ball, they are hydrogen. Sorry.
Yes, the blue balls are hydrogen and the black ball is carbon.
Yeah, this is hydrogen. The blue balls are hydrogen atoms. Black ball is carbon atom. Okay, and these sticks, they are representing covalent bonds. So how many covalent bonds are there in methane?
4.
Very good. 4 covalent bonds. See, it's written, this ball and stick diagram shows the 4 single covalent bonds between the carbon and hydrogen atoms, each shown as a line. Each covalent bond is a pair of electrons. Okay, each covalent bond is a pair of electrons. You can see in this diagram, carbon. Okay, don't draw the diagram like me. Okay, draw a good diagram like this, and hydrogen is also sharing. Okay, so see here, each one, I like your color. Yeah, each covalent bond is a pair of electrons. Okay, you can see the shared pair of electrons, 1 electron of carbon and 1 electron of hydrogen. Okay, so each single bond, this is a single bond, so each bond is indicating or is showing 2 electrons, means 1 pair of electrons. So each covalent bond is a pair of electrons. These are shared pair of electrons. Okay, and in methane there is no lone pair of electrons, because no electrons are present outside the shared area. All of them are present inside. Is it clear? The structure of
Yeah,
methane?
like, so if I like drawing the ball and stick diagram, so is it fine?
Which one? Sorry, repeat.
So like if I draw like the ball and stick diagram in any test or example, be fine?
No, beta, because it will be mentioned that which diagram you have to draw, ball and stick diagram or the dot and cross. Okay, but the main diagram is dot and cross diagram. If they ask you for ball and stick, then they will mention that draw dot and stick diagram. Okay, otherwise if it comes to draw the bonded picture or bonded diagram, then you have to always draw dot and cross. Okay, or bonded structure. So always draw dot and cross for ionic also and for covalent also.
And teacher, for the ball and stick, you need to draw this one in which you draw the stick and the balls.
Yep. Yes.
Okay, teacher.
Teacher, class time's over.
No, it's still 5 minutes. Sorry, 3
Teacher, we
minutes.
still have 3 minutes.
Yeah. On the same page, there is the structure of chlorine. Tired? Should we start it or not? No. In chlorine also, they're sharing 1 electrons. But it's fine, we'll do it in the next class. First, we will study this chlorine. Okay, chlorine example. And then we'll study the 3 types of covalent bond. Single covalent bond we are already studying. The simple bond that we are studying, in which 2 electrons are shared, that is single covalent bond. Okay, and then there is double covalent bond and triple covalent bond. Okay, so only these 2 pages are included, and after that we'll do question answers of this chapter. It's a small chapter. It's small chapter and easy also. The next chapter also has, I think, 3 or 4 pages included, the metallic bonding one. And all of these chapters will be included in your assessments. All these 3 chapters: ionic, covalent, and metallic metals. Hmm? No, it's just metals, metallic.
Miss, when are the assessments coming?
Assessments will be, I think, in the start of October or in the mid of October. Just see the SOS.
Okay.
Okay. It will be in. They will be in the October. I think in the middle of October. Yeah. Okay. So submit your work. Okay. Worksheet and copy work. Please submit as soon as possible. Okay. Any question or confusion in the worksheet or end of chapter questions?
Teacher, what? Okay, nothing. Teacher, I was just asking you that when was the ionic bonding test, and I remember that you wrote it in one note.
Yeah, it's on Monday, I think. Yeah, test. Ionic bonding
Yes,
test.
sorry.
Teacher, I don't understand the 7A and 7B written on it.
You just follow your own class schedule, 7B. I just send it together, no? To 7A and 7B both. So it's like a date sheet. So you follow your class, they will follow their class schedule. Yeah, now it has ended. My alarm. Okay, girls, you can go. Okay, I'll see you next
Yeah,
week.
Miss, have a nice day.
Wait. Take her with you. Go together.
I love this teacher.
Allah
I love
Hafiz.
I love you, teacher. Have a nice day. Enjoy your weekend.
I'll give it to you today. It's complete, right? Allah Hafiz.
Hafiz, Miss. Miss, today's my birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Minahil.
Yes, teacher.
So you're 13 now or 12?
I'm 12.
12. Okay, get vaccinated and come on campus then.
Yes.
Inshallah.
Hafiz.
Happy birthday. Allah Hafiz.
Thank you.